Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Carlin. I wanted to talk to you about schema. Boys and girls, did you know you have schema? I have schema. We all have schema. Schema is what we know. Schema is like our mental filing cabinet. Our schema is all the information in our brains. It is made up of the places we have been, the books we have read, the people in our lives, and much more. Boys and girls, I was thinking about my own schema. Now, my schema is going to be bigger than yours because I'm much older than you. But your schema is constantly growing. So even though I'm much older than you, my schema is still growing every day with new experiences. Some of my schema is, it includes gardening. I know a lot about gardening. I love teaching. I go to church. I enjoy camping and farming. I enjoy being a friend, cooking. I've been to Hawaii. I love to watch movies and read books. I'm married and we have 2 sons. All of those things add to my schema. I could go on and on and on about other things that make up my schema. We use our schema when reading to help us make inferences. When the author doesn't tell you everything he or she wants you to infer. So when you are reading a book and you use the text clues from the book with what you already know, that's called making inferences. Let's go ahead and practice. Okay, so clearly this is not a book. It's a picture of a lot of the things that's inside my teacher bag. So the picture of the things is the clue, okay? And then you are going to use what you already know to infer some things about me. So clues plus schema helps you to make an inference or figure out some things on your own. So let's take a look. Here are a couple of books, a yo-yo, and a fidget spinner. Now you're probably wondering why I put the books with the yo-yo and the fidget spinner. So let's see if you can figure it out. The title of this book is Bringing Up Boys. The title of this book is What Every Child Should Know About Prayer. So those 2 books, along with a yo-yo and a fidget spinner, may help you infer that I am a mother. I have 2 sons. And these 2 toys, the yo-yo and the fidget spinner, they really do belong to my 2nd grader. He left them in my teacher bag. All right, there's a bottle of water. That's the clue. What do you know about bottles of water? People drink them. So you can infer that I enjoy and like to drink water. Then you see my calendar. That will help you infer that I have lots of important dates to keep up with. A couple of face masks. Clearly, I don't wear those for Halloween. Instead, you can infer that I wear those to keep you guys safe. There's a flashlight. What are flashlights used for? To help you see in the dark in case of emergencies? Absolutely. Scissors to cut out laminated things that I bring home from school. There's an ink pen, a Sharpie, and some markers that helps me to look over my students' work. What about, what about these things? There is a key to a car, and that looks like keys to a house. So you can infer that I drive and that I live somewhere, and I need a key to get inside. Over here are a different set of keys. Do you see my teacher ID? That might help you infer that these keys are my school keys. There's my whistle. Where do I use my whistle, you think? At recess. Yeah. Well, there are my sunglasses. So, do you think I use my sunglasses during the day? If you said yes at recess, you're right. So you can figure out that I do not like the bright sun in my eyes. All right, let's move on down here. I have 2 packs of gum, 3 tubes of chapstick. What can you infer about some of the things that I like? Gum and chapstick. That's exactly right. There are a couple of hair bows. If you're one of my students, you know that I cannot stand my hair hanging down, so I will pull it up in the middle of the day without even looking in the mirror, and most of the time it looks crazy, but if you know, I always have to have at least 1 or 2 hair bows because I want my hair pulled up. And then this is hand sanitizer. What can you infer about me and germs? I don't like them. So I like to keep my hands clean, and when I don't have soap and water, I use hand sanitizer. Making inferences is actually really fun. So the next time you're reading a book and you're wondering something that you can't quite figure out because the author didn't tell you, go ahead and use what you know, your schema, and put it with the things that you have learned and read about in the book, some of the clues, and then you can figure out these things on your own. Good readers, just like you, they use their schema to make inferences when reading. Happy reading, friends!